Welcome, welcome to the Connector Texas. Happy to have you with us today. Once again, we're back for a new week. And what we have for you all today, we are talking about health, self-discovery. We're talking about your tech tips, and we are also making, those magical meals in just minutes. Good morning to my co-host. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Wendy. Let's get into it.
Ladies, today I would love to talk about purpose. Purpose is a word that we often hear when we hear about people talking about quitting their 9 to 5 jobs and starting their own business. But I wanted to know from both of you, do you feel like purpose is tied to what you each do, or can there be a purpose regardless of your job title?
Yes, my mind. That is such a great question.
Yeah.
I love it so much. My mind is just like stirred up because it's so great. We talk about the word purpose. It's such a trigger word right now. And people can use the word purpose to kind of just say, hey, it is not my purpose to work this 9 to 5. But here's the thing. You are in that job title for a purpose. So you can be elevated and level up and build the integrity, the discernment, the character you need to fulfill your God-given purpose. So, we talk about here leveling up, level up your business. So a lot of times we need to reframe. We need to look at that word differently and realize like, hey, don't quit your job right now to become an entrepreneur because it is the grind. You think you work a lot on your 9 to 5, girl, you have to work all day, every day.
That's it.
Your dream a reality. So let's make sure you have a plan, you're prepared, and you fully understand that where you're at is a gift. It's a blessing.
Amen.
So be thankful for what you have, because while you're over here saying, hey, it's not my purpose to do this, this, and this, maybe you're right. But hey, let's get things in line. Let's have a grateful attitude. So when you do leave and it is the right time to segment and shift, then you're going to be equipped and be able to sustain the new time management, the new bills that are about to come out, all the things you need to sustain being an entrepreneur. So I think we really got to understand the word purpose.
Well, and what I would add on to that, Michelle, you're absolutely right. You always have so many good gems. I love when you drop them, girl. But purpose doesn't always have to be tied to a title or a business or a job. We can have more than one purpose, right? My purpose is I'm here to be a mom. I mean, the Lord blessed me with children, so I could be a mom, but that doesn't mean I'm not supposed to be a boss babe as well, okay? We've got several purposes in this beautiful life that we live. If you take the time, get to know yourself, become more of yourself. That's one of my favorite mugs. I got it from the Oprah show. It says, become more of yourself. And every day, just like Michelle, she wrote the book, Obama, Becoming, because it never stops. Your purpose at 28 might not be the same at 38 or 48 or 68. God is good, and you got to live in where you are today so you can build up to that next level of purpose, because life changes every day, and so can the purpose.
Don't go anywhere. Don't change the channel, because we'll be right back after our tech tip of the week with Ask Shelby.
Good morning. This week's tech tip from Shelby Tech, I'm going to take a moment to talk about a supplier/provider that is a little new to Shelby Technology Solutions, but not new to the telephony industry, and that is Avaya. So as of a couple of months ago, Avaya really decided it's time. We're going to go into the hosted, into the cloud solution, and they came out with Avaya Cloud Office, which is amazing. And when I say that, the reason that this is amazing is because they have a market-leading platform. They have an all-in-one application. They have integrated meetings to keep it simple and reduce cost. There's one number for you for voice, texting, fax, and multimedia messaging, aka picture messaging. So feel free to reach out, give Shelby Tech a call. We'd love to have a conversation with you and see how we can get you moved over into the cloud.
All right, hello. I am Coach Stormy, and I help women all across the country, all around the world. And you can find me at www.coachmestormy.com. And you are watching the Connect Network TV.
Hey, beautiful people, it's Major Mr. This is why I love you. And you are watching the Connect Network TV.
Well, welcome back, Texas. So we are going to dive right into our first guest for you today, Nicole Wong. Let me tell you, she has a huge social media presence. She teaches other business owners, yes, how to grow and monetize their social media platforms. I think I saw one of her posts had like 35 million, 90 million, something crazy. Oh yeah, Nicole Wong is in the building. Welcome in. Welcome.
We're so glad to have you with us today, Nicole. And we'd love to hear about your journey and for you to walk us through it. How did you go from corporate job to starting your own business? What led you to that?
Yeah, so I have over 10 years of social media experience actually. And I first started with growing multiple Instagram accounts. So I had a food account, I had a fitness account, I had a fashion account. And when I was in university, I actually had no idea what I wanted to do, but I always knew that I wanted my own business. But, I have an Asian mom and she wanted me to graduate and get a corporate job. So that's exactly what I did. I wanted to make her happy. So after I graduated university with a communications degree, I got a corporate job soon after that with a fitness company. And I was managing all their social media. So I did everything from writing copy, taking photos, finding influencers to work with our brand. And then I feel like it kind of showed in my work ethic that I didn't really want to be there. So soon after that, I got laid off. And that really pushed me to start my own business. And so I started off freelancing clients and just managing their social media, growing their accounts, basically what I did in corporate, but I had my own business. And then soon after that, I got too many clients to handle. So I decided, why not create an online course where I have everything recorded? And so that is what I do today. I teach influencers and online coaches how to grow and monetize their Instagram and TikTok. And that's organically without ads as well.
As everyone is learning, so how did you really grow your social media? And when did you really start seeing that shift in growth?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I started seeing things take off quite quickly. I did a lot of research back then, and I did a lot of trial and error just because I had so many Instagram accounts. And then that kind of gave me an understanding of the Instagram algorithm really well. And then the rapid growth is when Instagram Reels came out. And there was a point where I gained 74,000 followers in 1 week. It was crazy. And it was all from Reels.
All right, so let's talk about that massive Instagram following that you have. Can you give us a tip on IG Reels? You got some fly stuff. Like you're like, okay, go like this, lift it here, tilt it up, drop low, and then you're famous. So what can we do? Can we practice one of your poses? Can you give us a pose, like something from like the chest up? Give us something? We're trying to go viral like you, girl.
Yeah, for sure. So the first tip I have for Instagram Reels is the first few seconds of your Instagram Reel has to really hook your target audience in. And you want to call out your target audience because having Instagram growth is great, but if you're not having your ideal clients follow you, then what's the point really, right? Mm-hmm. So a tip would be if your audience is females or males, you want to say, hey girls, or hey guys, or say something like, hey, do you want to grow your business? This is what you need to do. And within the Instagram Reel, you want to provide as much value as possible, but keep it short and concise.
So good, Nicole. Well, we are going to share some of your fun reels throughout the show. We're so happy you're with us today, many great gems. So please share how people can work with you, hire you, and level up their own Instagram accounts. How can they find you?
Yeah, thanks for having me. So I do have online courses that teaches influencers and online coaches how to grow and monetize their Instagram and TikTok. And the best way to reach me is at my Instagram at Nicole Wong. And you can feel free to DM me and ask me any questions.
We are about to break. Just for you.
Hey everyone, my name is Belinda. I'm a busy mom from a small town in West Texas. I wear many hats throughout my day, from mom, wife, CFO, and having my own YouTube channel. Pretty much anything thrown my way, I'll give it a try. I share a ton of different tips over on my YouTube, from cooking, cleaning, and organizing your home to all things mom. I would love to share all this with you. Find me over on all of my socials for the latest, and of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel under Belinda & Co.
Welcome back, Texas. So the fire, the heat, it continues. And up next, we're talking to Dr. Piper Gibson of Regenerating Health. She's a kids' natural health expert. She's working with parents to help address children's tick symptoms. So this is going to be good. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Texas. I'm super excited to be with y'all today.
Well, my son's excited to hear what you have to say too. So yes, Dr. Piper, let's get into it.
Thanks again for being with us today, Dr. Piper. We are so honored to have you and love having you on the show. I would love to know, first and foremost, why are you so passionate about genetics for health and wellness? Would you share with the audience?
I would love to. So 9 years ago, my son was diagnosed with a transient neurological tic, and we tried tons of approaches that did not work for us. We saw doctor after doctor, we tried lots of medications, but it wasn't until we found genomic testing that we were really able to find that missing piece of the puzzle for my son. And I immediately fell in love. And what I have found through my experience with using genomic testing is that it really is the missing piece of the puzzle for so many families who are struggling to find answers.
Wow. Just having a missing piece and then finding that for your son, that is just mind blowing. And I love that. And what is what is the genetic guided approach to health and wellness?
Well, if you go on a road trip, you don't just hop in your car and start driving. You have a roadmap. You have direction that's going to guide you and lead you to that final destination. And our genes are very much the same thing. So when we are looking at nutrigenomics, we are looking at an individual's unique genetics. And then we can look at those different areas to create a personalized approach for them. For example, if your computer code gets changed, we all know our computer doesn't work so hot after that. But if we do that with our genes, it's the same thing. Our bodies and our functions that happen underneath the skin don't happen as well. And so it's really important to look at what is that roadmap and how can you use that to guide your personalized approach to health.
Talk about what a tic is and how we can identify when it's happening.
Tics actually come in many different forms. So you have a vocal tic, maybe your child is clearing their throat or making a humming noise or saying a word repeatedly over and over again. There are motor tics, so maybe your children are doing things with their hands or their arms or they're twitching their neck. And so there's very much different varieties. So for my son, it was a pretty immediate, he started ticking and cranking his neck. And so there's a lot of obvious signs, but for some people, it may easily start out as some eye blinking that you go to the doctor and they say, oh, it's just allergies and you get some Zyrtec. But what happens over time is if you start to notice other little habits that you think, my child is repeatedly doing these things, that really might be a sign that they have a tic. And that could be a sign that you want to do some further investigation.
Wow. Dr. Piper, this is one of the reasons I love the connection because we have the opportunity to learn and cover such a variety of topics that will help us as moms or individuals and help children thrive. And having the revelation that your needs don't define your destiny, that is like a gem I want to carry with me. And I'm just so grateful for you. Thank you so much, Dr. Piper. And I just want to say everyone to you. And also, ladies, as you're watching the show, I hope you're learning and growing as much as we are. We are about to take a quick break. But first, we are going to talk to Sandy and learn all about her product.
I'm Sandy Glenn, and I'm back with another Slay Your Day Saturday. Okay, so here's 3 quick tips to make today even better and to implement as your kids go back to school or just to have a super productive day. Number 1, plan your day the night before. Set everything out, pack the lunches, know what you need to focus on for the next day. Tip number 2, have a set schedule. Start the day early, ideally if you have kids before they get up, implementing new success routines, and getting the day off on the right foot. Tip number 3, prioritize healthy habits. Getting enough sleep, eating healthy, moving your body, all of this is gonna set you up for success as we enter back into the new school year and as we set the day up for success as busy boss babe, productive entrepreneurs. I'm Sandy Blant and I'm so excited for you to slay your Saturday.
Hello, I'm Samantha. I help women make the change to organic bath and beauty products. You can find me at www.shespellbox.com. You are watching the Connect Network TV.
Well, we are back, Texas, and we're ready for our next guest. She's really sharing some real facts. So I hope you have your notebooks, your pens, and this is good, especially if you're a woman that is, oh man, that's burnt out, and just working all the time, not getting the system strategies, and it might be affecting your health. And I think that's something that a lot of us overlook. So welcome today, Raewyn Guerrero. She is with Well-Works, checking in from Cabo. Hey, girlfriend.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
What inspired you to create Well-Works?
Yeah, no, great question. The origin story is always so important. And, like most people, it was born out of my own experience. So I worked at an investment bank for 10 years and I actually led a well-being program. And ironically, during that time, being a one-woman band looking after 160,000 people internationally, I burnt out. I ended up suffering with IBS, anxiety, panic attacks, unexplained infertility, which I don't normally talk about, but I figured today would be the day to bring that up, that my hormones got severely impacted by what happened to me. Even though I thought I was doing all of the right things, I was exercising a lot. I was, I was on eating a low-fat vegetarian diet at the time, thinking that those were the things that would be supportive of my health. I wasn't getting a lot of sleep. I didn't understand that link between, sleep and how to keep your metabolism and your hormones and your immunity in balance. So I kind of suffered the exact same, what I treat people with now, how I help them. I was the person, I was that victim at that time. So let's dig into what I've been doing that's been driving this, because I've been doing all the things that I've been told were healthy, but they weren't actually healthy for me. So, that's the origin story. I started finding different nutritional therapists, trying acupuncture, Reiki. I did all the things and then eventually found functional medicine. And Well-Works is an online functional medicine platform. And we help people no matter where they are in the world and no matter where I am in the world, because I can be in London or I can be in Cabo or I can be in New York with my sister. It doesn't matter where I am, I can help you. So that's why it was born.
Raewyn, oh my goodness. This show has been on fire. And you sharing your testimony of the origin story of why you began and why you're passionately pursuing this for others and why it's such a huge success is just stirring me up. And I know that so many people might be saying, oh my gosh, and identifying with you. They're like, I am burnt out. I have these symptoms. I didn't realize that it's all linked. So they're looking at you and they're like, okay, this functional health worked for her. I want to start, but I don't know where to start. What advice can you give them?
I think the most important advice that anyone can consider when they're going through something like this is that one size doesn't fit all.
Girl, you go, girl. Go, Raewyn. I love it. Find Raewyn before it blows up into a full-blown deal.
Yes. Oh my God, girl. Raewyn, thank you.
So good.
For coming on the show. Oh my goodness, this is incredible. Love it so much.
One Executive Suites is Midland's premier co-working space that meets the professional workspace needs of freelancers, travel for business, or professionals that work from home. Co-working is an inspiring working environment that saves members with its cost sharing. We also have different membership options available. High-speed internet and free parking too. One is the place to work hard and dream big.
some good stuff. It's all about health, discovery, and just really getting clean on the inside and the outside. And our next guest, she's amazing. It's Dmitria Burby. She is with and the owner of Luminance Healing, and she is helping you at home find your happiness and unlock your joy. It's time to get happy, you all. Welcome to the show, Miss Dmitria.
Hi, Dmitria. Welcome. And happiness. Who doesn't want happiness in their lives? I know I do every day. Yep. That's my goal. Wake up and be happy.
Yes.
And Dmitria, tell us, how did you get into this space?
I think what you just said, everybody wakes up every day and you want to be happy. And I was living my life. I was an executive at a corporation. I had a pretty amazing life, but every day I woke up and I was like, I am not happy. I'm not able to access this joy in life that I see other people experiencing, and I want some of that for me. Right. So I took some time. I actually didn't have an intention to start a business, but I did take some time away from my corporate job to really try and figure out how to be happy in my life.
And what did you do before those things? What was your happiness before you found the husband and before you had kids? Who were you?
Yes.
Who did you want to become? I think that's really important. And I also want to mention that I think COVID and this whole entire pandemic and lockdown was a great opportunity for people to find out how they can become more of themselves, because so many people are not happy just being at home, chilling by themselves or with their families or with their children. They're just so happy to push away the kids, get out, husband, go to work, and it's just like, we have been forced to discover ourselves. And I'm very thankful for this time. It's been wonderful, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah. 100%. I think being at home with COVID and actually not having the excuse that you're busy or being able to overschedule your life forced people to really sit and figure out, how am I going to, be happy in this environment that I've created for myself, right? Because I know for me, I was definitely, I talk about it a lot, but like addicted to busyness, because it's an easy way to avoid your emotions and having to deal with things, right? So I can say like, oh, well, I'm really busy at work, and nobody's going to be like, hey, that's not a good enough excuse. You can always say, oh, I'm really, really busy because I'm like hustling and grinding and I have a ton of success, and people will be like, oh, okay, that's totally valid then.
Right.
So really, yeah, you're right. This time at home has forced us to pause and really figure out what's important to us and how do we reshuffle our life and our priorities to really find ways to have joy and happiness at home.
Dmitria, so good. I'm obsessed with every single one of you ladies that are on the show today. We really need your inspiring words and your inspiration for courage for our own stories to turn into joy. Dmitria, thank you so much. And you at home, keep it locked, Texas. Up next, we are making magical meals in just a minute. Shaunda Necole. We'll be right back.
Let me guess, life has got you down, but you are ready to get on the path to creating positive and forward momentum and being empowered. A tragedy gave birth to this powerhouse entrepreneur, and now she leads women everywhere. Meet Coach G. She is trained, certified, and leading the way for women. Text the Connect Show to 832-844-6940 for your free discovery call and join our free subscription today.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn Sudano, and you can catch me on Cruel Summer on Freeform, Hulu, and Amazon worldwide. You are watching the Connect Network TV.
Well, welcome back, Texas. What a fantastic show today. I mean, every single woman that was with us really brought so much to the show. And what better way to wrap, right, than to find something yummy we can make for dinner that won't take forever. So today, so excited to check in with our friend of the show, Shaunda Necole. She is bringing you magical meals in just minutes for tonight. So Shaunda, welcome. Hey, girlfriend. What do you have for us today?
We're making a low country shrimp boil with the Instant Pot. Now, what I love about this recipe is that, true to magical meals in minutes, it only takes 8 minutes to make in the Instant Pot. Unlike the old-fashioned version of 8 hours in a stock pot overnight. So in essence, I'm giving you back 8 hours of your life with this recipe. So here's what you need to make a low country shrimp boil. You're gonna need potatoes, smoked sausage, liquid crab and shrimp boil, Old Bay seasoning with some garlic powder, fresh thyme, a bay leaf, jumbo or large shrimp, melted butter, and of course, water for the Instant Pot. Now, what I love about this recipe is that, of course, it's quick and easy to make, but it's also always a treat for outdoor gatherings, cookouts. It's just an amazing meal that everyone always loves. So here's what you do. It's oh so easy. Add everything into the Instant Pot, leave out the shrimp. Make sure all the ingredients are submerged in the water. Close the Instant Pot lid and pressure cook on high for 8 minutes. When the 8 minutes is up, add the shrimp into the Instant Pot and let them cook off the residual heat still inside the pot for about 5 minutes. And voila, you have an instant shrimp boil. For more magical meals in minutes and to print this recipe, head to my blog at thesoulfoodpot.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at Shaunda Necole and join my Facebook group, Club Instant Pot. It's a fun and free community for Instant Pot support and cool dinner ideas. The Facebook group is facebook.com/groups/Club Instant Pot. Till next time, I'm Shaunda Necole, helping you make magical meals in minutes.
I am so hungry now. I can't wait to go to Club Instant Pot, get all the recipes, be like the best chef.
Girl, and I need jumbo shrimp. Yeah.
Jumbo shrimp. Best recipe ever. And thank you for coming on the show. And if you are loving all of this you can catch all of our past episodes on our YouTube channel that you can binge watch Netflix style at Natalie's Network.
Yes. And if you're ready to bring your brand to television and you want to feature your brand on TV, register today at theconnectonline.com.
We love you guys. We'll see you next week.